Hi guys, it's time for another movie review, and today I saw Kick-Ass 2. Now I've really been looking forward to this movie. Big fan of the first one, especially as I own two versions of the first one on Steelbook. I have the original Steelbook that first came out, and then I picked up, they made a new Steelbook recently, and I picked that one up as well. The artwork on the back. So yeah, big fan of the first movie, and I was really looking forward to this one. I have to say, a little bit disappointed, to be honest with you. Don't get me wrong, I still think it's a really good movie. I enjoyed it. There's a lot of good stuff about it, but there's problems as well. And I think obviously what's going to happen when you've got a sequel, you're going to compare it to the first one. And for me, what's lost in this one is that it's lost its sense of anarchy. It's lost its hard edge that the first one had. It's lost that sort of there's a sense of irony that the first movie had, and a freshness that the film had, and there was a really cool indie film towards it, and it felt it was geared towards like geeks like myself, really, and people and fans of comic books. And this sequel, it does have that. There's smatterings of comic book sort of lore, and there's a sense there's a sense of fun there still. There's especially with the super villain. You've got the mother effer. I don't really want to swear and say his name because obviously younger people watch my videos as well. But his name is the mother effer, and he's the leader of a supervillain team, and that part of it, when you have him there and him setting up his team, and being this origin story of a supervillain, that feels more like the first film. But then you've kind of got this kind of teenage melodrama going on with Hit Girl, and a sort of a feeling that you're going through the motions again about what it's like to be a teenager, being accepted, all that sort of stuff that's been covered many times before with sort of high school dramas, and kind of a Mean Girls plot line, which is, as I said, it's been done before, and it feels like there's not that much fresh or new involved in that storyline. And I mean, crikey, there's even a scene in the film with Union J. I mean, it wasn't funny at all. It was just awful. That part of the film really brought me down a few notches just having to listen to that music. But I suppose it was. First of all, I was seeing that's part of it, and when Union J started being on, thinking, is this like some sort of irony or some sort of comedy? And I don't know, I was kind of actually thinking they were using it as a vehicle to push that band. I was like, oh, for crying out loud, what next? One Direction going to walk in? But no, I didn't like that part of the film at all. The stuff with Kick-Ass, what I did like about this, obviously, because now they've covered the origin story, the new thing now is superhero team-ups, and they sort of did address that, so it was kind of good to see sort of Kick-Ass now addressing the new kind of genre that is affecting comic book films, with superhero team-ups and everything, so that felt quite relevant. So as I said, there are really some good moments in it. Jim Carrey was fairly good. He's not in it a great deal. He's not as prominent a character as I thought he was going to be. I don't know if they've toned his character down a little bit because of his comments and how he feels about the film. But I still enjoyed the stuff that he did when he was in it. Because there's so much to fit in there. Obviously, you got this whole Hit Girl storyline, which I think they could have edited out and took a lot of that out. It would have probably, if they'd have taken a lot of that out and cut it down a little bit more, maybe it would have been a bit of a better movie. So some great stuff in there, some really cool fights. The super villains, I mean, the Mother Russia. This woman is flipping incredible. I mean, if they're ever going to have like a female Terminator, that's the type of woman you want to see as a female Terminator. Trust me, this woman is terrifying to look at. I mean, she's built like a brick outhouse, and just well, she's just incredible looking person, you know. So really enjoyed her character, and she was quite, you know, really intimidating on the screen as well. So yeah, I hope to see the woman that played that character in future films. I think especially if they, as I say, they want to do a female Terminator, don't go for, you know, some sort of catwalk model. Go for someone like that. That's more like what we want to see. So overall, as I said, it's got some good moments. There's some well acted parts. There's some good storyline in there, and some, you know, there is some ultra violent scenes and stuff. But the whole sort of feel of the movie, it seems now it's more, rather than aimed at sort of comic book fans, it seems like it's now more aimed at sort of like the young adults, teenagers. It's more feels like that type of film now, and that's taken it down a few notches for me. So unfortunately, I'm gonna score this one. I can't even read. I think because of there's so much stuff I kind of like was not enjoying. I mean, with the stuff that I did enjoy, I'm gonna have to just give it 3.5 stars, unfortunately. So there you go. Was hoping for at least a 4-star with that film, but yeah, 3.5. Still enjoyed it. Still think that people are gonna have a lot of fun. But I think there's a lot of stuff in there that people are gonna think, well, this, you know, I've seen all this before, and it doesn't really sort of feel aimed at the comic book fans as the first one did. So that's it, guys, and I'll catch you later.